Check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back with Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. The Mustangs taking on Norwin tonight. Also coverage of Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. And, Coach, you led Greater Latrobe in your last game 15-8 early on, but turnovers proved costly once again. He ended up falling to the Wildcats on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Turnover bug definitely, got us again. We started out the game really well, shot the ball well. Guys did a pretty good job, I thought, defensively. And then it seemed like we ran out of some legs there in the second half. I don't know if it was, those Saturday afternoon games are tough after a cancellation, things like that. But yeah, Latrobe's a good team. I mean, they, obviously had a big win against Gateway before our game, and I knew it was going to be tough sledding for us. But like you said, the boys went out, they played hard. We competed. I think the game was tied at the end of the first quarter, 17-17. And, we just got down and couldn't get back and, made some stupid turnovers. And, par for the course, so to speak. We've improved. Then I think we took a little bit step backwards, but I think the boys will be ready. Come this week. We got 2 games at home, and, we'll be ready to go.
Well, senior night tonight against Norwin. Talk about your group of seniors this year. Obviously, they played behind a really good class a season ago. They've certainly gotten an opportunity to get out there and compete this season.
Definitely. They've all gotten, their fair share. And, it's a great group of kids. I mean, I basically coached them all the way up through, involved with them, when Jim Layton was coaching that group, and Ray Koffler, when they were in 5th and 6th grade with Shane and Ethan and Jaden and Luca and Damien, coming up through. I've been involved with these boys at some level, their entire basketball career at Laurel Highlands. And, they're a great group of kids. I mean, they don't stop. They put their heads down. They just go. But you can tell this year that, all the success we've had over the past, 4 or 5 years has, come back to bite them. There were some games that we were in this year, from the beginning of the season. The Seneca Valley rings a bell, the Dairy game to open the season. And then we've taken some losses because of the turnover bug. We turn the ball over 29 times versus Albert Gallatin and lose by 10. I mean, that's like a mathematics. It's almost impossible, to be in a game with that many turnovers. And it is, I think it's hard for the boys to understand to some extent because, they've always played. They played, and they played junior varsity, and they played a lot of minutes. But, the varsity game, it's a different speed. It's a different speed. It's a different strength. And I think it adds a little bit of pressure, too. And, I thought the boys have done a really good job of being composed through all of it and, continuing to play hard. So, I couldn't be more proud of them. For that effort.
We have Norwin tonight, final non-conference game. Then you'll start the conference gauntlet again on Friday over the second half stretch. It's certainly an opportunity there to kind of make some strides and try to put together a nice little run here to close the season.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the plan. The boys have been playing hard. I mean, it would be super great for us to get over the hump and get a couple wins. And I know we're capable of it. I haven't given up, and I know the boys haven't given up. We've been competitive. We've been competitive, and that's part of that's the biggest part. And if we can clean up some of the mistakes and knock down a few shots, and really hunker down on the defensive end, I think we have an opportunity to win any of the games. I've been telling the boys since the beginning of since I got the job, since I got hired, that we need to hold teams to 60 points or less. If we can hold teams to 60 points or less, we're going to be in the game. But we're not the team that's going to go out and score 70, 80, 90 points a game. It's just not our style. And it's been a learning process, but through it all, the boys have been positive. The fan base has been positive. I haven't had any major complaints or anything like that, because the boys are competing. They're going out, they're competing, they're playing hard, their spirits are up. And, I've been teasing them. I said, I think you guys are going to learn more this season in basketball than you may throughout all your school years, because, it's a lot about life in these lessons of, going out and competing and coming up short and being able to conduct yourself like gentlemen and, carry on a good behavior and attitude through it all. It says a lot about their character.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against the Norwood Knights and over the second half of the conference season. We'll see you at the games.
Yes, sir, Brian. I'll see you then. Thank you.
That's our Highlands head coach John Smith. Again, the Mustangs hosting the Norwood Knights. Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. We'll get you out to your game next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishes our student-athletes a great winter sports season. Mayor Gerke would also like to wish Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown Red Raiders basketball team the best of luck this year. As the mayor of Uniontown and proud graduate of Uniontown Area High School, Mayor Gerke is happy to see our student-athletes working hard, both in the classroom and in their athletic events.
Chris Parker Jr., the temperature is going down and prices keep going up.
But not at Autoland. Prices are 40 below here.
Are you kidding?
We are offering 40 below dealer invoice on new 2024 Hyundai. That's a savings of over $8,000 on select all-wheel drive SUVs. Or ask about available 0% APR finance.
Any other special offers?
The nationally advertised specials by Hyundai that you see on TV are available here at Autoland. Like the 2024 Elantra SE with a payment of only $219 per month.
Is Hyundai still offering 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance?
Yes, we are. And don't forget, along with lower prices, you also get Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 5-year, and 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage with every new Hyundai purchase. A direct from the Hyundai factory warranty. A warranty that gives you protection, not excuses.
Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com or phone 724-437-9999.
And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland
Brewston
Hyundai.
Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brewstonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at Uniontown High School, the Red Raiders of Uniontown and the South Allegheny Gladiators about 9 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. Now let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name for the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Steve, take it away.
Okay, for the South Allegheny Gladiators coming in with a 10-5 record. They're 2-3 in their Section 4 in 4A. So starting tonight at forward, a 6'3 senior, 12.7 a game, number 1, Michael Mikalski. At guard, a 6-foot senior, 10.5 points a game, number 3, Jetson Beatty. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, 15 points a game, number 4, Drew Cook. At guard, a 5'7 junior, 15 points a game, number 5, Cameron Epps. And at forward, a 6'4 junior, 8 points a game, number 10, Josh Chakowski.
Remember, we saw Cameron's brother, Bryce Epps, a season ago for South Allegheny against Laurel Highlands in that game. Played at Sewickley Academy. Of course, Bryce has graduated. Cameron's still here, and obviously off to a pretty good start, Steve, averaging 15 points a game this season.
Yeah, they got some point getters on that team. They got 10 points, 12 points, 15, 8 points. They got a couple of guys that can put it in the basket.
And you look at guys like Justin Beatty, 10 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 7 assists per game, really producing in all categories.
Yeah, they got a well-rounded squad. They don't look like they got a big, long bench, but they don't, they say in basketball, there's only one ball out there.
Correct.
Right? So that's it. Keep those guys out of foul trouble, and, they got a fighting chance. For the Red Raiders, 14-0 in the season for Coach Rob Kaczmarski, 5-0 in section play. Starting tonight at guard, a 5'10 junior, 16.6 a game, number 00, Notorious Grooms. At forward, a 6'3 senior, 7.1 a game, number 1, Jeremiah Hager. At guard, a 6-foot junior, 14.6 a game, number 2, Calvin Winfrey. At forward, a 6'6 senior, 6.1 a game, 9 rebounds a game. And he is number 4, Kadrian McLeod. And at guard, a 6'2 senior, 19.8 a game, number 34, Jameer Braxton.
Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. We're back with more, getting you ready for the Red Raiders and the Gladiators here on WMBS, the Turbine High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 61st year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Sova & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Take it from me, Matt Sapienza, an actual satisfied customer. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Family owned and operated for 61 years. Always proud to support local high school sports.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Hey, maybe it's just time for a new set of dentures. If that's the case, check out Uniontown Dental Associates, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. They can make you new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Just call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241 or visit their Facebook page for more information.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Back here at Uniontown High School, 14-0 Uniontown hosting 10-5 South Allegheny. Some other games around the region tonight. Most of 4A, with the exception of Section 2, playing non-conference games tonight. One conference matchup worthwhile watching. The number 1 team in 4A, Lincoln Park, on the road at Ambridge tonight. Saw Lincoln Park actually in a TV game last Friday against Beaver, and they looked rather dominant. In fact, they knocked off the Bobcats by 50 points, and most folks expect Lincoln Park to be the number 1 seed when the WPIAL playoff pairings come out in about 3 weeks. Some other local games tonight. Brownsville hosting Waynesburg, Elizabeth Forward at Peters Township, Guyville on the road at St. Joseph. Of course, you can watch the Laurel Highlands Norwin game on the WMBS YouTube page. Ringgold at West Mifflin, South Fayette at Thomas Jefferson, Southmoreland at Valley, and Baldwin hosting Trinity. And we'll see Baldwin, Steve, on Saturday when the Fighting Highlanders take on the Uniontown Red Raiders up at North Hills High School, part of the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic at 6 o'clock on Saturday night.
Yeah, should be a good one there Saturday night. Tournament game. That used to be the tournament over at Montour, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
They moved it over to North Hills this year.
Yeah.
You look at South Allegheny so far this season, currently in 3rd place in Section 4 and 4A. Avonworth at the top of the table, 5-0 conference record, 11-4 overall. Montour in 2nd place, 12-2 overall, 4-1 in the conference. South Allegheny and West Mifflin tied for 3rd place along with Quaker Valley, actually a 3-way tie for 3rd. And East Allegheny 3-12 overall, 0-5 in conference play. Of course, Uniontown now 5-0 in the conference after that win last night over Southmoreland. You have Southmoreland and Bell Vernon along with Albert Gallatin all at 3-2. Elizabeth Forward at 2-3. And, of course, Laurel Highlands at 0-5. Mustangs return to conference action on Friday night against the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. Again, tonight, Uniontown taking on South Allegheny. And, Steve, a little bit of a mix-up here. They actually double-booked the officials here tonight. They had 6 officials that are going to do the game. Had to send 3 home.
Better to double-book them than not book them at all.
Correct. Though Mike Yawitz, Jeff Units, and Rob Richards on the game tonight. One of the officials that actually got bumped was our buddy Brad Yeoman, the Laurel Highlands baseball coach.
Well, I guess he was the closest one to get here, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
Quicker trip home for him. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3930.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at Uniontown High School, Brian Morozek along with Steve Subert, Billy Nice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Brewston Chiropractic Studio and Target Safety Solutions. Have to say hello to our buddy Big George down in Delaware watching the game
George,
tonight.
Hey,
nice
Big George back in the house.
Stream, yes. And also hello to Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke. Wishes he was here, but he's watching the game tonight as well. We hope the Mayor's doing well. South Allegheny in their away Navy Blues with gold numbers and white trim. Their bench across the court to our left. Uniontown in the home whites, maroon numbers. Their bench across the court to our right. Again, the starting five for South Allegheny: Michael Mikowski, Justin Beatty, Drew Cook, Cameron Epson, Josh Jakowski. For Uniontown, same starting five as last night. Notorious Grooms, Jeremiah Hager, Calvin Winfrey, Kadrian McLee, and Jameer Braxton. Rob Richards, Jeff Unitz, and Mike Yowitz, your officials here tonight. And Steve, once again, this place pretty packed. All of the Uniontown home games have been pretty full this season.
Well, you got a good team. You're undefeated. There are only so many games that they can come see, so they might as well come out and watch as many as they can and enjoy this this run while it lasts. And it's been a heck of a ride for these Red Raiders. It seems like Grooms, Winfrey, and McLee and Braxton have been playing forever, and they've and a couple of them actually got another year left.
Yes.
So it's been a lot of fun watching, and they've been a really good team to watch, and hopefully another good game tonight. South Allegheny actually is probably going to give us a decent matchup, I would think, the way they've been looking at their scores.
You have two seniors, two juniors, and a sophomore in the Gladiators starting lineup. Of course, for Uniontown, you have three seniors and two juniors for the Red Raiders. Also, one of our sponsors in the house tonight, Dr. Michael George for George Dental Associates. Great to see Dr. George here tonight as well. We're just about set to go. Uniontown working right to left as we describe it. Here in the opening quarter, Rob Richards will step into the center circle, and we'll get this one underway as Kadrian McLee jumping for the Uniontown Red Raiders, and Josh Jakowski jumping for the South Allegheny Gladiators. And the opening tap goes back to the Red Raiders and Jeremiah Hager. They're underway from A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium as Calvin Winfrey sends it up top there to Kadrian. We'll switch back to Notorious Grooms. Far side to Hager, who's hot from the outside last night. Misses on this three, and Cameron Epps pulls down the rebound there for South Allegheny.
You know, he had that spot marked in the corner last week, or last night, right in front of Coach K there, but that time he was out a little bit more on the wing.
Cameron Epps now top of the key for three. Too strong off the back iron for South Allegheny. Kadrian McLee, the rebound there for Uniontown. Off to Calvin Winfrey and across here on the near side. Calvin, jumper from the foul line, might have been altered on its way up. Hit off the front of the rim, no good. Backside rebound pulled down by Justin Beatty for South Allegheny. And Beatty back across, pulls it out deep to Drew Cook, whose three balls and air ball goes out of bounds, and back over to Uniontown.
Well, they're definitely not afraid to shoot it. Not afraid to shoot it from the outside, are they?
Now, we saw that last year as well when South Allegheny took on Laurel Highlands. Remember, the Mustangs had a buzzer-beating win over South Allegheny, one of those tournament games up at Sewickley Academy on a Saturday afternoon. As Jameer Braxton cuts on the inside, leans and scores. Jameer came in, 962 career points, 38 shy of 1,000 for his career. That puts him 36 shy and gives the Red Raiders a 2-0 lead. South Allegheny back on the other side. A little pressure on the ball for Uniontown. Cameron Epps pulling it back between the circles there to Michael Mikowski, and a little switch there off to Justin Beatty. Beatty on the wing, Mikowski setting the screen. They'll pull it off and around there, Jakowski. Back far side, deep three, far wing, good for Cameron Epps. So Epps, the 5'7" junior guard, came in averaging 15 points a game, put South Allegheny in the lead at 3-2. The Gladiators showing they have some range. Now the Red Raiders down one as Jeremiah Hager from the foul line pulls out Jameer Braxton on the far side in front of the Gladiators bench. Trying to work here on Beatty. Comes baseline, will turn and shoot, and the jumper's good for Jameer Braxton. So Braxton, who had 14 last night, off to a hot start here tonight as Uniontown has a 4-3 lead over the Gladiators. South Allegheny quickly back across, and McLeod the block there on Drew Cook. They keep it alive, though, kick it out near wing, and Jakowski's three spins out. He had an offensive rebound from Mikowski, who lays it back up and in. So a couple of offensive rebounds there, Steve, for the Gladiators.
Red Raiders had it. Mikowski just took it away.
Now the Red Raiders switch back on the other side. Braxton near wing. He'll take a three. It's on the way. It's an air ball, and it'll go out of bounds and back over to South Allegheny. And the Gladiators will trigger it back in. It's South Allegheny 5, Uniontown 4. 5:40 left here in the opening quarter. Red Raiders in their 2-2-1 here with that ball going out of bounds. Drew Cook will lob it across to Josh Jakowski on the wing. He will switch back here with Drew Cook. Cook working off to his left. Lost the dribble. Needs help. Gets it there from Justin Beatty. Beatty fronted there by Calvin Winfrey. Spins off of Calvin. Takes a jumper from the far elbow. It's no good. And Calvin pulls down the rebound there for Uniontown. Off and across to Notorious Grooms here on the near side. Torrey, three for the near wing. Good. Notorious Grooms' first points of the night come from outside the arc. And the Red Raiders back on top 7-5. Almost 3 minutes in. Here's Cameron Epps. Playing catch there with Drew Cook. Touch from Justin Beatty. And we'll switch with Josh Jakowski. Back to Beatty. Beatty a little ball fake. Kicks it in the corner. Coming far baseline is Drew Cook. Resets back up top to Josh Jakowski, who fires the three and connects. So Jakowski, the second made three for South Allegheny tonight. And the Gladiators back on top at 8-7.
A team that could shoot threes is a dangerous team, right? They could keep themselves in the game.
Calvin Winfrey trying to answer back. His three ball might have brought rain. It was halfway down and rounded out. And South Allegheny another rebound. Justin Beatty back across. Beatty working left of the lane. Underneath, double team. Had it swatted away, but regains outside the arc. Pulls it back high on the left to Cameron Epps. Watched there by Notorious Grooms. Another will switch with Drew Cook. We'll send it around the arc on the far side again to Mikowski. Up top now to Beatty. Three on the way. He banked that one in. Justin Beatty. So South Allegheny has made 3 threes from 3 different players, Steve. Beatty, Epps, and Jakowski, and they lead Uniontown 11-7. Midway through this opening quarter.
Problem is for the Red Raiders, who do you guard? They're all shooting threes.
Braxton trying to work his way in and got fouled. Might have given Braxton a little extra step there, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming for Uniontown with the Red Raiders down 4 here at the 3:52 mark of the first.
Braxton just bullies his way in there and against the smaller Epps, and Epps actually grabbed him.
And we apologize to you folks watching on the live stream. They apparently unplugged our scoreboard over there on the far side. We'll try to get that corrected here after the opening quarter. We have 3:52 left here in the first. It's 11-7 the score. South Allegheny leading Uniontown. Braxton missed the first, but he'll connect on the second. It's 11-8 now. South Allegheny in the lead over Uniontown. Again, we'll try to get the scoreboard operational for you after the opening quarter. We have 3:45 left here in the first. Here's Drew Cook back across. Take a three from the top of the key. It's off the mark. Rebound tipped around and controlled there by Mikowski. Try to shovel it back there to Drew Cook. Resets back up top to Josh Jakowski. Now a touch there from Cameron Epps. Over to Beatty. Switching it there with Cameron Epps. On the near side of Mikowski. They'll send it around the horn over there to Drew Cook. Back inside, and Michael Mikowski with the finish. So Mikowski with 4. It's a 5-point lead for South Allegheny over Uniontown at 13-8. 3:09 left here in the first. Winfrey over to Grooms. So we'll switch back with Ellsworth. Just entered the game. Now Calvin again. Notorious in the corner. Torrey fighting for room. Left of the lane. Back up top to Calvin. Calvin and Torrey play catch. Down to 2:50 left here in the first. Here's Jameer Braxton. Braxton spinning, setting it on the baseline to Notorious Grooms, who drains the jumper. 5 for Torrey. Uniontown back to within 3 at 13-10 here at the 2:37 mark of the first. We got a quick foul, Steve.
It's going to go on Milsom. Just checked in the game.
Be his first, and the first for the Red Raiders here in the opening quarter. In South Allegheny leading at 13-10. We are aware the scoreboard is out. Apparently somebody unplugged us over at the scorer's table. We'll try to get that corrected after the opening quarter. And underneath, the ball swatted away there from Shane Rudberg, who just checked in on the South Allegheny side. Going off of Uniontown and out, and the Gladiators get the basketball back. It'll be Rudberg to trigger it in. He'll bounce it in the corner there to Beatty. Beatty on the baseline will try to scoop it up. Shot wouldn't drop, and the rebound pulled down by Jameer Braxton. Off and across to Calvin Winfrey in the corner to Ellsworth. Back up top to Milsom. Touch there from Braxton, directs traffic. Fronted there by Beatty. Bounces it down to Torrey Grooms. Back up top, 3 on the way, no good from Milsom. High rebound, a battle for it on the backside, and Calvin able to keep it alive. Back deep to Ellsworth. His 3-2 strong, and a battle underneath and a foul called.
That's going to be a second on Milsom, probably. Let's see who they call it on.
Going to get Cadron getting set to check back in.
Yeah, that's the second one. And Milsom was just kind of standing there waiting for the ball to come down, and the Gladiator player came down and landed on him with the rebound, so they called a push.
And it's 13-10, 3-point lead for South Allegheny over Uniontown. 1:46 left in the opening quarter. Again, for you folks watching on Facebook, we'll try to get that scoreboard back on for you when the second quarter gets underway. Justin Beatty on the far wing, back up top, Cameron Epps. 3 ball off the mark, rebound underneath, pulled down by Josh Dukowski. And South Allegheny hustled to the basketball tonight, Steve.
Yeah.
They'll come back inside there. And a missed on the drive there from Beatty. And McLeod pulling down that rebound for Uniontown. Over to Calvin and back across. In the corner again to Torrey Grooms. Torrey over to Cadrian up top. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Uniontown the basketball down by 3. Braxton driving, putting it off the glass. Shot attempt no good. Michael Mikowski the rebound there for South Allegheny. Sent it off to Justin Beatty, who got fouled by Calvin Winfrey.
Yeah, Calvin was just wrong place, wrong time. Just the ball was thrown right in front of him, and he took a swat at it, and they called a foul.
It'll be Shane Rudberg to trigger it in. It's a third-team foul on Uniontown here in the opening quarter with 1:04 left here in the first. Rudberg to trigger it in. Put it back there to Beatty. Beatty double-teamed in the backcourt. Off to Epps. Across here on the near wing to Jakowski. They'll switch back up top and hand the ball off to Justin Beatty. He'll direct traffic, work off to his left. Fronted there by Torrey. Put it back to Cameron Epps with 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now the switch back with Beatty up top. Beatty to his right to Epps. He'll fire the 3. It's off the mark. Scrum for the rebound. Comes loose. Still loose here on the near side. And Cameron Epps keeps it alive. Bounce pass back on the inside. And leading and scoring, Michael Mikowski. So Mikowski with 6. South Allegheny goes back up 5 at 15-10. 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Calvin coming back inside.
He's hurt. Got hurt in the stomach. That's going to be on Epps again.
They're going to call that on the floor, though, Steve, before the shot. Calvin was able to connect with the second personal on Epps, and they'll rule this non-shooting. That basket will not count. It will remain 15-10. South Allegheny over Uniontown. 23 seconds left here in the first. Red Raiders triggered into Cadrian. Back up top to Calvin. Touch from Jameer. Watch there by Justin Beatty. Far wing again to Calvin Winfrey. He'll back off here high on the right. Try to get a screen from Cadrian. Near side of Jameer Braxton. And now Calvin again, down to 6 seconds left in the quarter. Calvin far side over to Torrey Grooms. Torrey needs to hurry, and he lost the basketball out of bounds with 0.4 left on the clock.
I'll tell you another problem. I notice our kids are looking at the other end of the scoreboard. They can't see the clock because of that baseball net.
I mentioned that to them last game as well, Steve. And South Allegheny's three-quarter court shot no good. We've reached the end of one. 15-10 Gladiators over the Red Raiders. Back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Back here at Uniontown High School, the Red Raiders down 5 at 15-10 as we get ready to start the second quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick, Billy Dice behind the camera in our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Red Raiders working right to left as we describe it to start the second quarter. Calvin Winfrey with the basketball. Over to Kadrian McLeod. We'll switch back up top with Jeremiah Hager. And our scoreboard's back working again, Steve, as Braxton works down low. Little floater no good. Rebound pulled down by Justin Beatty.
Now you got the whole score table mad at you over there.
Well, they said they lost power to the scores table. They can at least tell us we can reset the clock. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, well.
Got a lot of people watching at home. They want to follow along with the game. If they're going to turn off the power, just let us know so we can put the unit back on. A little miss there from South Allegheny, and Calvin pulls down the rebound. Off and across to Torrey Grooms. Will fire the three out the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled there by Drew Cook. Forward there to Shane Rudberg. Pull it back off on the wing again to Cook. Up top there to Justin Beatty. Beatty on the inside leaning. What a scoop shot there, Steve. Getting that one to drop, and Beatty has 5. And the South Allegheny lead at 7 at 17-10, a minute into the second quarter. And here's Grooms pulling it back to Hager. Hager was hot last night, but he's going to get stripped here. And Beatty breaking back. Oh, no-look feed off to his right in the finish from Josh Jakowski.
Timeout.
South Allegheny by 9. Timeout. Uniontown will take one as well. 6:51 left before halftime. Gladiators 19, Red Raiders 10. We're back at 60 for the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Casey Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new evening hours. And those new hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. Come to Casey Sports Cafe and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126.
As we come back, Jameer Braxton getting fouled for Uniontown. Have a pair of free throws upcoming. That's the first personal on Josh Jakowski.
Surprised that was a shooting foul, Brian. They fouled him from in a spot underneath the basket where he couldn't even have possibly attempted a shot.
And a rare miss.
That was the fifth. Was that the? No, that's only the.
Well, of course, the fouls reset every quarter. Braxton's second free throw good. So 6 for Jameer Braxton. The Red Raiders with just 2 players score in this game. Grooms with 5, Braxton with 6. And Uniontown down 8 at 19-11. 90 seconds into the second quarter. Here's Justin Beatty up top. Working off to his right. Sends a feed off to Drew Cook. Thought about the 3. Now will back off. Look to penetrate. A little floater from just inside the foul line. Good from Drew Cook and the South Allegheny team, Steve. Hot from the field tonight.
Oh, you can see right away they're well coached. They shoot well and they're athletic. That's a pretty good combination.
And they're up 10 on Uniontown right now at 21-11. Here's Grooms on the near wing. Watched by Shane Rudberg, who's done a nice job off the South Allegheny bench. Back to Hager, 3 on the way. Off the mark, missed that one wide left. And Justin Beatty, another rebound for South Allegheny. South Allegheny on the road, up 10 with the basketball, with 5:48 left before halftime. You have an open look for Drew Cook for 3. It's off the mark. Notorious Grooms, the rebound there for Uniontown. Red Raiders without a field goal so far here in the second quarter. Down 10, Braxton coming far baseline. Jameer floating it up and in. Red Raiders needed that. Jameer, 3 here in the second, 8 for the game. Uniontown back to within 8 at 21-13 with 5:27 left here in the second quarter. Gladiators with Justin Beatty. Pulling it back, edge of the zone to Drew Cook. Watch there by Calvin Winfrey. Cook slipped. Ball loose, but a nice save there from Beatty to keep it alive. A no-look kick in the corner. 3 on the way. Rudberg off the mark. And Calvin Winfrey, the rebound there for Uniontown. Looking to run with Notorious Grooms. No look. Flip back to Jameer Braxton, who'll scoop it up and in. Braxton with 10. Now South Allegheny wants a timeout. South Allegheny, though, still leads 21-15. 5 minutes left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dom, is it true we have over 90 pre-owned vehicles on the lot?
John, we have more pre-owned vehicles now than we've ever had. Cars, trucks, SUVs, we got them. Both Ford and non-Ford, most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates. So, John, what's new with new?
Well, Dom, I'm glad you asked. Listen to this. All 2023 F-150s have 1.9% for up to 72 months. That's right, XLs, XLTs, Lariats, all models except for Raptor. And get this, Ford has a huge push on all 2023 SUVs with great rates on Escape, Edge, Bronco Sport, and don't forget the Explorer and Expedition. Stop, click, or call for complete details.
Remember, we still offer online maintenance appointments and no charge pickup and delivery to your work and home.
Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on top of the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
South Allegheny with the basketball as we come back. A little dump underneath. Michael Mikowski resets to Epps here on the near wing. Back edge of the zone now to Justin Beatty. Beatty working left of the lane and draining another one for South Allegheny. That's a long 2. That's 7 for Beatty. Gladiators going back up top. Now they have 23-15 there, Steve. And that is the correct score right now. With 4:21 left before halftime, Red Raiders looking for an answer back. Calvin misses there from the outside. Rebound pulled down by Beatty. Beatty looking to run, got pinned up and fouled.
That's going to be close to technical foul. It is. They're going to get Winfrey. He elbowed him in the back, caught the foul call, didn't like it. And for some reason, he kept his hands on the Gladiator player. And why he pushed him in the back after when the official was looking at him, I don't understand. Just a little frustration, I guess, there.
And you'll have Josh Jakowski.
So that's going to be, does that technical count as a?
It would be a personal foul. Now, who was the initial foul call?
I thought it was on Winfrey. So that's going to be 3 on Winfrey.
And 2 posted on the board. We'll double check that. And now Jakowski, first of 2 free throws, good. You'll have these 2 free throws and the ball for the Gladiators. Now Jakowski for a second. It's on the way and good. So 7 for Jakowski, and the lead at 10 now for South Allegheny over Uniontown at 25-15. 4:13 left before halftime. Drew Cook will send it back in. The Red Raiders getting a test here tonight, Steve, on their home courts. Michael Mikowski here on the near wing. Send it around the arc on the far side. Drew Cook bounce pass back inside to Mikowski, who floats it up and in. That's 8 from Mikowski, and it's a 12 points. South Allegheny lead over Uniontown at 27-15.
Great offense by the Gladiators.
Braxton back on the other side. Jumper from the foul line won't drop. And the rebound pulled down by Justin Beatty. We saw during warm-up, Steve, the South Allegheny team, not a lot of size, and you kind of wondered how they would match up with Uniontown. Well, they've matched up pretty well so far, leading by 12. And here's Beatty coming back down the lane, got double-teamed and had it blocked away into the hands of Milsom. Off and across to Notorious Grooms, coming far wing and in. Torrey lays it up and in, and boy, did Uniontown need that. Torrey with 7, Red Raiders back to within 10. And Uniontown still, Steve, has had only 2 players score in this game. Braxton with 10 and Torrey Grooms with 7, and that's been it. And Beatty back on the other side for South Allegheny. Battle here with Milsom. Bounce it off to his left to Drew Cook. Cook a little ball fake. Over to Epps. Near wing again to Beatty. We'll send it around over to Epps. He'll come far baseline, lost the handle. Knocked away there by Jeremiah Hager. With 2:45 left before halftime. Hager off to Torrey Grooms. Now Hager again. It's fronted there by Jakowski. Over to Milsom. Milsom trying to back his way in. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go. And Mikowski, another rebound there for South Allegheny in traffic.
Timeout.
Timeout. Taken by the Gladiators with 2:31 left before halftime, 27-17 Uniontown. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
South Allegheny with the basketball after the timeout, leading Uniontown by 10 at 27-17. Here's Justin Beatty on the far wing. Pulling it out to his right again to Drew Cook. Watch there by Ellsworth. Cook driving, will hop step, hand off there. Mikowski fighting between Red Raiders. Can get the shot to go, gets his own rebound back, lays it up and in.
That's just out hustle right there. Mikowski against two Red Raiders fights for the rebound. And we got to come down with that ball. He just kind of out-willed him.
Milsom back on the other side. Jumper from the foul line, good. Kellen Milsom, his first two off the Uniontown bench. Red Raiders back to within 10 at 29-19.
First Red Raider to score other than Grooms or Braxton.
Here's Beatty, little switch up top there with Drew Cook. Send it around the arc on the far side. Mikowski back to Epps, deep three. On the way, it's an air ball, goes out of bounds and back over to Uniontown. Red Raiders just looking for momentum, Steve, any way they can get it. You haven't seen a Uniontown team, at least this year, held only 19 points.
Well, they're just getting outplayed right now. It doesn't mean they can't win this game. They're just going to have to start playing better. And, starts on the defensive end. They got to get some stops, but they got to score some points. And it's got to come from somebody other than Grooms and Braxton are doing it all.
Ellsworth for three, in and out. Those are the shots the Red Raiders were getting a drop early on in the season.
McLean just hammered Cook as he got the rebound, and McLean in there hustling, but just another tough luck play. A couple of those for the Red Raiders. The ball just not bouncing their way right now.
They can't get frustrated either, Steve. Already have seen one technical here in the first half.
Yeah.
Have to play within themselves. They're down 10. South Allegheny with the basketball.
South Allegheny, there's a steal.
Grooms poking into the backcourt, but a regain there from Drew Cook. And Cook back across here for the Gladiators. Pulling it back here to Justin Beatty. Watched by Kellen Milsom.
The Red Raiders are playing pretty heavy pressure on defense, but the Gladiators are handling it pretty well. There's a 5-second call, though. And that's going to be, Milsom's got to be careful. He's jawing with the Gladiator player there, number 3, Beatty, but he going to be careful, doesn't get a technical foul there for a little too much talking.
Cross town, Laurel Highlands out to 10-6 lead over Norwin after one. Here's Braxton trying to back his way in, and he'll draw the foul. Shot attempt no good. Jameer will have a pair of free throws here for Uniontown.
The South Allegheny coach does not like that call. He thought Braxton gave a little hook move on the spin dribble, and he might be right, but the official didn't see it that way, and we'll take it. The Red Raiders need a break.
Braxton 2 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. Came in 88% for the season.
That's a reverse eye, Jazz, right?
Uniontown as a team shooting 71%. Braxton first of 2 here on the way, and no good. Uniontown had been really solid early on in the season at the foul line. Had been a little rocky the last couple of games. Started here last Tuesday when they took on Laurel Highlands, and weren't that crisp from the foul line last night as well against Southmoreland, as Braxton makes the second after missing the first. So he has 11. Uniontown back to within 9, down 29-20 with 35 seconds left before halftime. Here's Beatty sending it off to Mikowski. We'll switch back up top with Shane Rudberg. And now Drew Cook with the basketball. Back again to Beatty. Up top to Mikowski, and a little mini weave up top for the Gladiators. They might take this all the way down, Steve, to the end of the second quarter. Down to 15 seconds left. Beatty now looking to drive. Pulling it out. Good defense there from Uniontown. Down to 8 seconds left. Touch from Mikowski. Back again to Beatty. Beatty coming far baseline. Bounced out in front, coming free. Rudberg couldn't get it to go as time expires. Then the second quarter. It's 29-20. South Allegheny over Uniontown. Stay tuned for halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next year on WMBS, Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Back here at Uniontown High School, 29-20. South Allegheny leading the Uniontown Red Raiders. Our halftime scoring recap being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Here's Steve.
Okay, for the Red Raiders, Grooms finishes with 7 points. Milsom, the only other Red Raider to score other than Braxton, had 2, and Braxton had 11. They had 10 in each quarter, 20 at the half. For the Gladiators, Mikowski has 10 points. Beatty has 7, Cook with 2, Epps with 3, and Jakowski with 6. Pretty well balanced scoring. They got 15 in the first, 14 in the second for a 29-20 halftime lead. And Brian just looking at that, and the Red Raiders shot, they were just 3 of 6, all Braxton from the free throw line. And, of course, just 2 free throws for the Gladiators. They were 2 for 2. So pretty good test for the Red Raiders. Obviously, down by 9 at the half, and it's what's going to be the playoffs. You're going to face teams like this in the playoffs. So you might as well get it out of your system now and figure out a way to scratch and claw and get back in this game. They can do it, and they just got to play. They just got to score. I mean, 20 points, not enough, right? That's just not enough at halftime. You got to, they only have 29, so it's not like they're lighting it up either, but they got 29 and we only got 20, so let's see what we can do in the second half.
It's the lowest first half scoring output for Uniontown so far this season. Crosstown, Laurel Highlands off to a nice start as well tonight. Mustangs up over the Norwood Knights 15-13 with 4:22 left before halftime. It's senior night over at Laurel Highlands High School. Reminder, we'll have more high school basketball coming up for you on Fridays. Both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands return to conference action. The Red Raiders hosting Albert Gallatin. Steve and I will have that game for you here on WMBS. Also on either the WMBS Facebook or YouTube page, we'll have the Laurel Highlands Mustangs in action taking on Elizabeth Forward. Tony Hanola and TJ DeStefano will have that game for you on Friday night. Our coverage will start with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6:40. Both games will tip off at 7:30. Here at South Allegheny 29, Uniontown 20. Second half comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Welcome to Allstate, where saving on your auto insurance is kind of like a joyride. You, your car, and an open road. Maybe your best friend, too. The music is chill, and so is the traffic. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands at Allstate.
In Uniontown, call Allstate agent Russ Vallejo at 724-439-9700 or stop in Russ's office on Lebanon Avenue.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Located at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibrations after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement. And their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features in order to keep their occupants safe. That is the reason Target Safety Solutions was originated. The new state-of-the-art facility at Target Safety Solutions is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick and Mike are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at 724-562-2960. That's 724-562-2960 for Target Safety Solutions, located at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Problems with swallowing are common and they're often ignored. They occur in people of all ages and they have causes that are highly treatable. Doctors Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. To seek help, call our team at U.S. Digestive Health at 724-437-7677.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
29-20, South Allegheny leading Uniontown as we get ready to start the third quarter. Brian Moroznak along with Steve Subert, Billy Nice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our live video stream here tonight, courtesy of Brewston Chiropractic Studio and Target Safety Solutions. Great to have both of those fine companies aboard for our high school sports season. And Steve, what adjustments do you see Uniontown making to start this third quarter?
Well, they got to start defensively to get some stops and put some pressure to get some turnovers. But South Allegheny has been pretty good at handling the ball. And then they got to get more than 20 points, Brian. They got to get the ball. Got to get some points from Winfrey, and you need some points from McLee as well. And Hager got to step up and score.
Here's Justin Beatty coming free, but he slipped. Lost it there to Braxton. Bounce pass forward. Notorious Grooms lays it up and in. Just the start Uniontown needed to open up this third quarter. Grooms with 9. Red Raiders back to within 7. Down 29-22. Here's Cameron Epps. Bringing it across. Going to be an over and back violation. Sent it off to Drew Cook. And Cook was breaking back when he got possession of the basketball.
Well, again, just pressure gets ratcheted up, and the Red Raiders get 2 quick turnovers, 1 easy basket. Of course, uncontested layup by Grooms. So let's see if they can keep it going. But pretty good start, right, after a bad first half.
Here's Calvin over to Jameer. Little bump on the inside. He'll float it up and in. Got a soft bounce off the front of the rim. 13.
That's a couple times they're giving it. They're letting him do a little bumping on the inside, and they haven't called the offensive foul yet on him.
13 for Jameer Braxton. Uniontown back to within 5 at 29-24. South Allegheny back on the other side. Deep 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Drew Cook. Another Uniontown rebound. Cook was knocked down. No foul was called. Raiders back on the other side. Hager handing off to Braxton. And Jameer another finish. He has 15. Timeout South Allegheny with 6:53 left here in the third. 29-26. Gladiators trying to hang on to a 3-point lead. We're back in 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings. M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164 or stop by their Uniontown office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Red Raiders a steal as we come back. Grooms coming back. Got blocked off the glass there by Jakowski. And South Allegheny going the other way with Drew Cook coming far baseline. Kick out near side. Beatty for 3. Rattles out. Little tip out there from Kadrian McLee, but it goes right to Justin Beatty, who comes back on the inside. Over to Mikowski, who had it blocked away. And Kadrian McLee says thank you very much. Red Raiders down 3 with a basketball opportunity to tie it up here from the outside, but Sori's 3 balls and air ball, and South Allegheny another rebound, and they're going to get Braxton for a little bump here on the far side, Steve, at midcourt as Cameron Epps brought it across.
Going to get Braxton for wrong place at the wrong time, right? He just pass came flying in there right where he was running back down the court, and that's just second foul, yeah.
First team foul on Uniontown here in the second half. But the Red Raiders have cut it to 3. South Allegheny has yet to score here in the third quarter. Here's Justin Beatty on the far wing. Watched there by Calvin. Back up top, Cameron Epps for 3, in and out. Rebound goes right to Calvin Winfrey. Here's Calvin out to Jameer Braxton. Braxton on the near side. And his shot attempt is no good. A foul actually called here on the floor. You had both Michael Mikowski and Justin Beatty down on the South Allegheny side. These fans are pretty vocal tonight, Steve.
Yeah.
And you'll have Notorious Grooms trigger it in. Again, that was 9 shooting. He'll send it into Jameer Braxton. It was a second personal on Justin Beatty as Braxton back on the inside. Kind of been a one-man show for Uniontown. He is 6 here in the third, 17 for the game. Is 17 of the Red Raiders, 28. And Uniontown back to within 1. Uniontown on an 8-0 run here to start this third quarter. Mikowski, far wing in the Uniontown zone. Back between the circles to Josh Jakowski. Little switch here with Drew Cook. Cook trying to work here on Jameer Braxton. Cook bouncing it off to his right to Josh Jakowski. Jakowski coming on the inside, had it blocked away. Both Hager and McLee were there, but they call the Red Raiders out of bounds.
Yeah, the ball went down underneath the baseline, and Hager was stepped on the baseline as he was getting the rebound.
South Allegheny with an opportunity to trigger it in here in the Uniontown zone. Drew Cook, the trigger man, the sophomore guard. Send it in left of the basket. Cook will bounce it in. Over to Michael Mikowski, back to Cook. Resets outside the arc, watched there by Jameer. Cook, another little bounce pass on the inside. Repositioning, throwing up over the shoulder and in. Michael Mikowski.
Shot there, and South Allegheny that settles them down a little bit, but they have had trouble getting the ball to the basket so far as the Red Raiders have stepped up the defensive end, on the defensive end.
Snaps that 8-0 Uniontown run. Braxton back on the other side. Boy, is he playing tough. A little spin, a lean, and a miss there from Braxton. Catering came crashing in, looking for the rebound. We'll get a quick foul called. Might go on Braxton again, Steve.
No,
it's going to go on the South Allegheny side. And their bench can't believe it. Head coach Tony
that was a loose ball, and they were just going for it. And I can't believe they called that on Beatty.
Beatty, his third.
And coach is furious.
And Tony DeCenzo can't believe it. And they'll sub out Beatty for Rudberg. And Beatty with 7 points tonight has seen a lot of the ball on the South Allegheny side. Here's Calvin, a little dump down there. Braxton left of the lane. Trying to work here on Mikowski. Shot on the way, no good. Underneath, rebound pulled down by Josh Jakowski there for South Allegheny. Off to Drew Cook and across. Cook, 3 up top with Braxton in his face. It rattles out. Torrey Grooms the rebound for Uniontown. Red Raiders down 3, breaking back. Torrey pulls back on the far wing. Good defense there from Cameron Epps. Comes back inside and floats it in. So Notorious Grooms, 4 here in the third, 11 for the game. Red Raiders back to within 1, down 31-30. And Drew Cook back here, edge of the zone. Cook off to his right. We'll switch here with Rudberg. Hands off to Epps. Near side, Michael Mikowski. Over to Epps again. Thought about the 3. Now comes inside. He got blocked there by Jeremiah Hager. Hager showing some hops tonight. But are we going to get a foul called, Steve? We are. Hager called for the foul. Didn't look like a lot of contact.
No.
Just his first, but it will send Cameron Epps to the free throw line here for South Allegheny.
Raiders down by 1, but they have almost 100% of the momentum right now in this third quarter.
Epps, though, makes the first of 2 free throws. Just 4 points for the junior guard Cameron Epps, who came in averaging 15 points a game. Now Epps for a second of 2. South Allegheny leads by 2 at 32-30. Epps' second free throw on the way and good again. So 5 for Cameron Epps to 33-30. South Allegheny lead over Uniontown with 3:38 left here in the third. As Calvin brings it back across. Over to Notorious Grooms, watched there by Cameron Epps. Switching back with Jameer Braxton, a little pivot, and it blocked away underneath by Michael Mikowski. Kept alive by Torrey Grooms. Back to Jameer Braxton, fronted there by Mikowski. And Braxton will now work to his right, try to spin on the inside. Resets to Calvin on the far wing. Calvin now holds, comes inside, leans. He got partially blocked on the first attempt by Cook, but got it back and able to lay it up and in. First 2 of the game, Steve, for Calvin Winfrey, but it has Uniontown back to within 1, down 33-32 on the other side. Pull up Jay from Cook from the foul line, came up short.
He got pushed from behind.
Yes.
That's going to be either on Winfrey, probably McLee. Let's see who they call it on. They do, McLee. That's his first.
Second, actually. As Mikowski got pushed down. And for Uniontown, that's the third team foul of the third quarter with 2:59 left here in the third.
a little bit hobbled, Brian. He's limping around a little bit.
He has been. Missed some time with an ankle injury. Still not 100% as Cameron Epps misses there on a 3.
Suddenly those shots are not falling like they did in the first half.
Calvin coming back inside, had it knocked down, ball out of bounds, and over to South Allegheny. No foul called. Uniontown fans don't like the fact that the ball was awarded there to South Allegheny. Coach K saying the same thing over there, Steve.
Well, yeah, apparently the officials saying it was blocked, and Winfrey was caught it on the way out of bounds. That's the only thing I could think of, because it looked like just a block out of bounds. Maybe it could have been a foul on South Allegheny, but no call.
The Gladiators get it back as Drew Cook bring it across front of there by Kellen Milsom.
The intensity has ratcheted up quite a bit here in this third quarter.
Braxton diving for the loose ball, knocking it out of bounds to stay with South Allegheny here in the Uniontown zone. By the way, cross town at halftime, Laurel Highlands leads Norwin 21-18. So low-scoring affair over the Mustang Corral tonight as well. South Allegheny triggers it into Cameron Epps. Watched there by Notorious Grooms. Cameron high on the right. Off to Rudberg. Rudberg a little pivot. Over to Drew Cook again. South Allegheny a 1-point lead with the basketball. Cook on the inside will lay it up and in. Drew Cook, just his second field goal of the night. He has 4. South Allegheny leads by 3 at 35-32. Braxton off to Kadrian McLee. Switching back here with Torrey Grooms. Far side, Kellen Milsom. Milsom a little spin. Trying to hand off there to McLee. Just lost the handle. Rudberg finds the loose ball and a foul called here on Uniontown. Might be the third on McLee.
Yep, it is.
With 2:01 left here in the third.
It. He just didn't catch it. I don't think he was. It was one of those plays where Milsom kind of spun it in and lost control, and then dished it over to McLee, and I don't think McLee was expecting it.
The Red Raiders a little backcourt pressure now. Epps able to bring it into the forecourt off to his left to Rudberg.
South Allegheny has kind of weathered the storm a little bit, haven't they?
Mikowski a little turn and shoot, gets it to go, and they have, Steve. Mikowski with 14. Gladiators back up 5 at 37-32 with 1:43 left here in the third. Here's Notorious high on the left. Watch there by Epps, close to over and back. Good job, though, to send it down to Braxton in traffic. Jameer got fouled.
Wow, pretty intense, pretty good game.
Playoff-like atmosphere here at Uniontown High School tonight. And Jameer Braxton will head to the free throw line. And the South Allegheny team tied for third place in their conference right now, 2-3 in the conference. They've lost some tight games as Braxton knocks down the first of 2 free throws. He has 18 tonight. Now 980 points for his Uniontown career. But the Red Raiders just concerned about getting the W tonight as Braxton makes the second as well. So a 19-point game for Jameer Braxton, but Uniontown still down 3 on the scoreboard at 37-34. 1:26 left here in the third. South Allegheny sending it around the arc. Mikowski pulling it back. Drew Cook, 3-ball off the mark. Rebound tipped around. Red Raiders lost it out of bounds. As Notorious been able to hang on to it there. And Drew Cook will work it back in here for South Allegheny. 1:17 left here in the third. Into Cameron Epps. Resets here between the circles. Fronted there by Torrey, almost went down. Epps stays with it left of the lane. Pulls back to Cook here high on the left. Watched by Milsom. Cook working off to his right now. Looking for operating room. Touch from Mikowski again. Back to Rudberg with 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Patient offense right now for the Gladiators. They lead by 3. Looking for the right shot. Epps watched by Grooms. Back to Rudberg. Rudberg a little handoff there to Jakowski. He might take this all the way down, Steve. Epps again, watched by Grooms. Bounced on the inside, Mikowski. Little turn and shoot out in front, and he got it to go. Got a friendly bounce there, Michael Mikowski. 16 tonight for South Allegheny. Lead back up to 5 at 39-34. 15 seconds left here in the third. Torrey over to Ellsworth, a little ball fake. Kicks it out near side to Milsom. Milsom now driving, getting fouled, and getting the basket at 1.
Wow.
Kellen Milsom.
Might have got away with a travel there. He was shuffled his feet, little crossover step, and then he gets the bucket and the foul.
Second personal on Rudberg. Red Raiders back to within 3. They can pull to within 2 here at the free throw line. Milsom, though, just 48% so far this season from the foul line. This one rattles out, and the rebound pulled down by Josh Jakowski. So South Allegheny will get the last shot of the quarter. It'll be Cook taking it, and it's an air ball as Braxton pulls down the rebound. So the Red Raiders, who were down 9 at halftime, have fought back to within 3. It's South Allegheny 39, Uniontown 36, as we head to the fourth in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Take the facts. Fayette County's got it. Convenient and comfortable. Take the facts. Anywhere in Fayette County, we'll get you there. Take the facts. Safe and reliable. Take the facts. Fast and fun. Ride the facts. Come ride the facts today.
With all this snow, I don't know how I'll get to the doctor's office and get my shopping done. At my age, I can't drive in this weather.
Don't fret. Let FACT do the work.
FACT?
Yes, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. They have multiple programs to get you where you need to go. All FACT buses are safe, reliable, handicap accessible, and have free Wi-Fi.
Well, that sounds great.
Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com.
Thanks. I'll call FACT right now.
Ride the facts. Come ride the facts today.
South Allegheny 39, Uniontown 36. Buckle up for the fourth quarter as the Red Raiders 14-0 coming into this game. We'll start the fourth quarter with the basketball working left to right as we describe it. Talked about all those close games, Steve. South Allegheny's been in so far this year, and they're in another tight one here tonight.
Yeah, they're used to it for sure, so it's not going to surprise them.
Here's Braxton on the near wing, watched by Mikowski. Jameer backing his way in, he'll turn and shoot. Couldn't get it to go. Mikowski had the rebound, then lost it as Hager keeps it alive. Resets out to Torrey Grooms, missed on the 3. Kadrian McLee the rebound, able to lay it back up and in. And for Kadrian, Steve, hard to believe those are his first 2 points of the night, but they pull Uniontown back to within 1, down 39-38.
Yeah, and Beatty back in the game now after picking up that third foul.
They didn't miss him too much. Played well with him on the bench, but he's a great ball handler for the Gladiators. Has it now, sends it off there to Drew Cook. And Cook coming underneath, he gets the basket and 1. Another tough shot there from Cook, but he got it to go, and the Gladiators, another big make, go up 3, could extend it to 4 here at the free throw line. Second personal foul on Jeremiah Hager. First foul of the quarter on the Red Raiders. You'll get Cook now trying to knock down the free throw. And the attempt is on the way in good for Drew Cook. 42-38 South Allegheny. 7 minutes left in regulation. Here's Braxton fighting in traffic. And a foul called here on the floor before the shot. South Allegheny fans wanted to travel. Uniontown fans wanted the and 1. So they split the difference and call a foul on the floor on Jakowski, his second. And Notorious Groom sends it into Braxton. Comes free, got blocked from behind. They're going to call a foul on Mikowski. That will be in the end.
Got a lot of ball, but he hit him in the head with his elbow, and that's what the official called. So, and the South Allegheny fans haven't liked a lot of calls recently, but that was a good one.
Just the first on Mikowski. Now Braxton to shoot 2. First one up on the way and short off the front of the rim. Among the fans in attendance tonight, Steve, South Allegheny principal Chuck Michael, who's originally from the Uniontown area, actually brother of our colleague Phil Michael. Chuck here watching the game tonight. And Braxton misses both free throws.
Wow.
South Allegheny the rebound, so the Gladiators get it back. Up forward, 42-38. Drew Cook here on the near wing. Bounce pass on the inside. Mikowski comes free. Shot might have been altered, though, by McLee. And Grooms finds the loose ball. Forward to Braxton. Sent it off to his left. Cutting there was Winfrey. Got too deep and put it off the bottom of the rim. Might have rushed that one a little bit too much, Steve.
Well, pretty intense defense from both teams.
Cook here on the near side. Fakes the pass on the inside, sends it over to Epps. Far side, Justin Beatty. Beatty up top again to Mikowski. Near side, Cameron Epps. Another touch from Cook. Far side, Mikowski. Over to Beatty again. As we go under 6 minutes left in regulation, and South Allegheny leading by 4. They don't mind these long possessions right now. Epps coming free, putting it off the glass. Shot wouldn't drop. A big rebound there for Uniontown. And now Torrey Grooms spinning his way back across. Touch from Calvin back to Torrey. In the corner there to Jameer Braxton. Little ball fake on the wing again to Kadrian. Back between the circles to Calvin. Folded far side, Jeremiah Hager. Hager works off to his right. Switches there with Calvin.
Not a lot of outside shots being taken recently. Everything's getting around the basket. It's pretty intense defensively, and they're driving in.
South Allegheny extending defensively as well. Hager on the inside, took a bump. Is he going to get the and one? He will.
He didn't make the shot. The ball didn't go in, though, Brian. So put him on the floor anyway, but the ball didn't win. The ball never went in the basket.
I thought that one was dropped.
No, it didn't go in.
Nonetheless, called on the floor, so Notorious will send it in high. Feet to Jeremiah Hager, lost it out of bounds.
No.
That's a mistake you don't see Uniontown making too often.
That was to Braxton, not Hager.
Now you'll get Cameron Epps sending it in here for South Allegheny. Gladiators lead it by 4 with a basketball back. And Beatty in the backcourt. Picked up there by Calvin. Setting the screen is Mikowski. Now they'll bounce it in his way and get a foul on Uniontown called from behind.
It's going to be probably on Winfrey.
His third.
So apparently that foul, when they called it technical on him, they called it on someone else.
You'll have Epps work it back in here for South Allegheny. High feed, brought down by Justin Beatty. Beatty pivots off to his left again to Epps, and now Beatty picking it up again. Watch there by Calvin Winfrey. So we got under 5 minutes left in regulation. Coming free was Beatty on the drive, lost it out of bounds. Going to roll off of Uniontown and out.
Wow, it looked like Winfrey might have knocked it off of Beatty's leg, but they didn't see it that way. Certainly the Uniontown student section thought so.
South Allegheny works in the corner there to Beatty. Resets on the wing, watched by Calvin. Sends it all the way around the arc. Will switch back with Epps. Now touch there from Cook. Near side Mikowski, now Cook again. Looking for operating room. Another mini weave. Beatty bounce to Epps. Near side again Mikowski. South Allegheny in no hurry, leading by 4 with the basketball. They're taking a lot of time off the clock here, Steve. In this fourth quarter, they've played a low-scoring game so far. Now driving and missing there is Beatty.
Stolen.
But they got it back. And Epps will take the 3 from the corner and hit it. Big-time shot there from Cameron Epps. He has 8, and South Allegheny has a 7-point fourth quarter lead on Uniontown with 4:13 left in regulation. Calvin back over to Notorious Grooms. Get a little bump foul here on Epps. That'll be his third.
That's funny. They call all that contact all over the place, and they call that little bump on Epps. That's his third.
Torrey will work it in here on the near side. Into the backcourt to Jameer Braxton. Braxton watched there by Mikowski. Near side to Calvin Winfrey. In the corner to Callum Milsom. Uniontown looking for a late surge. And Milsom a little scoop and score. Kellen Milsom now with 6. Red Raiders back to within 5. And they'll pressure the basketball. Calvin in the face of Justin Beatty. Beatty on the far wing. Beatty up top, touch Chakowski. Will switch back Epps. And Epps has that hot outside shot for South Allegheny. Sends it off to Mikowski again. And a little collision there in front of the South Allegheny
bench.
bench.
Braxton or Milsom, one of the two. Either way, it's going to be a third foul for somebody.
Third on Braxton. On the floor
What
for Uniontown.
a drive by Milsom last time. That was they need points every trip down now, right? They can't be screwing around here.
It's a third team foul. High feed in, brought down by Jakowski. Switches back here, edge of the zone with Beatty. A lot of contact.
On Winfrey.
Calvin for the foul. That'll be his fourth.
I mean, I don't know. Calvin's, he's not really complaining about that. He had to know he fouled him there.
Certainly a lot of contact. There's been a lot of contact all around tonight. Very physical game between the Gladiators and the Red Raiders. School nicknames, Steve, kind of show the way the game's been tonight.
Yeah, what's the official looking to see how many fouls?
Well, again, you had that technical situation that we were questioning earlier, and they never posted the two fouls on Calvin.
They didn't post the two fouls, and they didn't post the foul on anyone else.
He might be disqualified. You wonder if they put it in the book. And the officials might have had it, but again, they didn't put it on the scores table because you had those two together. And they're still talking about it. And right now, Calvin's still on the floor. So it looks like they are going to let it go, Steve, and Calvin will remain out there with 4 personals. And Drew Cook will send it into the backcourt to Justin Beatty. And Beatty will bring it back across. South Allegheny, the basketball in a 5-point lead with 3:18 left in regulation. Jakowski a touch. Back to Drew Cook. Get very deliberate
just
on the
weave,
South Allegheny side.
Weave, you see every team run.
They're in no hurry right now, leading by 5. Jakowski back again to Beatty. We approach the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and there's been a lot of calls for a shot clock in Pennsylvania high school basketball. A lot of other states have adopted it. PA is not, and South Allegheny trying to take advantage of that, but Epps will turn it over. McLeese says thank you very much. Off to Braxton and across. Braxton with the seam comes inside. They're going to wave off the shot and call the charge. Wow. That'll be the 4th on Jameer. The Uniontown fans do not like it. With 2:42 to play. Got a lot of those bang calls tonight, Steve.
That was a tough one, but it's it's just when you go down there like that, it's 50-50 whether which way they're going to call it. They had to call it on somebody.
Inbounds pass goes to Jakowski. Jakowski has it stolen. Ball comes loose on the court. Jakowski picks it back up. They're going to call a push from behind.
That's going to be 4 on Braxton.
That's going to be 5 on Braxton.
5.
Now Braxton is fouled out.
Wrong place, wrong time. Braxton just had to hustle to get the ball, and he fell right on top of Jakowski.
So Braxton fouls out with 2:34 to play, and Uniontown down 45-40. Braxton scored 19 tonight, but he won't play the final 2.5 minutes. That's also the 15th foul on Uniontown here in the fourth quarter. And you'll have Josh Jakowski shooting a pair. 7 points for Jakowski tonight, make it 8 as he drains the first of 2. 46-40. Laurel Highlands still up across town tonight, 30-25 over Norwood late third quarter. Second of 2 free throws, good again for Josh Jakowski. So he has 9. South Allegheny, a 7-point lead over Uniontown with 2:30 to play. Here's Kellen Milsom up top. Milsom from the elbow, back to Calvin. Now Milsom again. Milsom fighting on the inside, and a foul called here on South Allegheny. The officials have called this one tight tonight, Steve. It's funny, we mentioned coming in that actually double booked the officials tonight, and they sent 3 guys home, and you wonder if you had a different crew on the game tonight, how different would the game be?
Yeah, well,
so many variables. And Milsom, first of 2 free throws on the way in. Good boy, Uniontown needed that, and they got it from Kellen Milsom. He has 7. Milsom now is second of 2. Up on the way, and good again for Kellen Milsom. Timeout on the court, 2:22 to play, 47-42. South Allegheny, we're back at 60 on the C.R. Browder Group High School Sports Tonight.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
South Allegheny looking for the road upset. They lead Uniontown 47-42, 2:22 to play. Inbounds pass going to Justin Beatty. Bounce forward Epps, cross court near side and across to Drew Cook. Cook with a little pressure on the ball, and Calvin Winfrey.
He got a lot of ball there.
That's going to
be 5 for Winfrey. Yeah, that one's a tough one to swallow there.
So Calvin will foul out with 2:15 to play.
That's what happens when you put yourself in a position like that, Brian. He got an extra foul because of that technical that he didn't need to take earlier.
Now Drew Cook shooting a pair of free throws. You certainly have to play different, though, Steve, when the game's being called tighter like it is tonight. Adapt to the way the officials are calling the game. Remember that in the old Big East all the time when you let those Big East officials let them play, then they get an NCAA tournament time. You'd have to play a different type of game. That's kind of been the way it is for Uniontown tonight. They get a break here as Cook.
First free throw they missed.
He misses the first of 2 free throws. Gladiators have been solid at the foul line. They still lead by 5. They have everybody back. Second of 2 from Cook on the way in good. So Cook with 6. The lead is 6 for South Allegheny at 48-42 with 2:13 to play. Again, the Red Raiders playing the rest of the way. Now Jameer Braxton and Calvin Winfrey have both fouled out. Isaac Ellsworth has hit some big threes for Uniontown so far this year. He's on the floor. Torrey Grooms has it right now. Floater in the lane, no good on the first attempt, but the tip-in is good on the follow, and Uniontown take a quick timeout.
Who tipped that? Was that McLee that tipped it in?
It was either McLee or Grooms. They were both around. It's 48-44, timeout on the court. This will be a 30. We're back in 30 from the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
48-44. South Allegheny still leads by 4. They'll have the basketball, and the Red Raiders, Steve, getting a big make on that last possession. Pull back to within 4. They'll have a battle here over the final 2 minutes. Across town, Norwin has taken a 32-30 lead over Laurel Highlands with 7:04 left in regulation. 2 minutes to play here.
I gave that basket to McLee. I don't know. We might be wrong on that, but it was hard to tell from our angle who tipped it in.
And we asked Billy as well. He could not verify one or the other. Let's go back and watch that one a little later. And off the inbounds pass.
Ooh.
Almost a steal there from Milson, but he'll be called for the foul on Beatty.
We had a good angle of that, Brian. Wilson tipped it. A lot of ball, and it went off of Beatty and out of bounds right in front of us. And they're going to call the foul, fortunately for South Allegheny, unfortunately for the Red Raiders. That could have been a turnover.
Third on Milson. Both teams over the limit here in the fourth quarter. First of 2 free throws good for Beatty. 8 tonight for Justin Beatty. Lead up to 5 for the Gladiators at 49-44. 1:56 to play. Beatty, second of 2 on the way, and this one no good. Break there for the Red Raiders. Hager the rebound. Off to Grooms. Uniontown's going to need some quick possessions here. Out to Ellsworth for 3. It's an air ball. Goes loose on the far side, out of bounds. And over to South Allegheny. So Ellsworth, who has been so clutch on the outside, has knocked down 23s so far this year. Couldn't hit one there. And South Allegheny will get the basketball back, up 5. And Cook will send it in. He's going to take a timeout. Couldn't get it in with 1:47 to play. 49-44 Gladiators are back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the County Courthouse in Uniontown. Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
South Allegheny triggering it in to Justin Beatty as we come back. And a quick foul call. You had both Milsom and Ellsworth in the vicinity, Steve.
Well, the Raider fans complaining, but they need to foul now because they can't let him run the clock out. They didn't get a steal anyway. He was breaking through the double team.
They called it on Ellsworth just as first.
Yeah.
You'll have Beatty shooting two on the other side again.
It was 1 for 2 in the last time, so if we can get him to miss one, the Raiders would be a win.
First of 2 here on the way and no good. These free throws get a little bit tougher here in the fourth quarter.
Now we need somebody to hit a three. You know, you got to get Hager or Milsom, somebody. Notorious Grooms, somebody you got to get a three.
And hit only 1 3 all night. That was Grooms back in the opening quarter as Beatty knocks down the second free throw to give him 9. Uniontown's down 6, though, at 50-44. And Grooms with the basketball right now almost lost the handle. Able to regain. Pulls it back high on the left with 1:35 to play. McLeese sets the screen. It goes over to Milsom. Milsom trying to go between defenders. That is pocket pick there by Drew Cook. Wow. And South Allegheny bring it back across. Beatty fires it down low. Mikowski comes free on the near block and lays it up and in. It might be, Steve. Gladiators up 8. 1:15 to play. Grooms, deep three up top. I got to have it. They're not going to get it. Long rebound goes out of bounds and back over to South Allegheny. And you talk, Steve, about the impact on possible playoff seeding. Yes, it's a non-conference game, but remember, I think everybody wants to avoid the same side of the bracket as Lincoln Park.
Yep.
And Uniontown was certainly a 2 coming into this game, but you get a loss and you wonder, do you drop back to a 4?
At home.
Correct.
By maybe 10. they got to, you know, I still think they could win this game, but the problem is they got to find somebody to hit an outside shot.
Correct.
The South Allegheny defense has been pretty darn good.
This team's been impressive. Came in 10-5 overall record. You look at their conference record at 2-3. But again, we mentioned 4 of those 5 losses either came in overtime or by 2 points or less. They've had a lot of close games. That was the 4th personal foul on Kellen Milsom. And you have Justin Beatty again shooting a pair of free throws on the other side for South Allegheny with the Gladiators up 8 with 1:09 to play. Beatty, first of 2 on the way and no good. Red Raiders catch another break there.
Yeah, they're trying to do everything they can to keep us in the game, but still up by 8.
Beatty, deep breath, 2nd of 2. Up on the way, and no good again off the front of the rim. Jeremiah Hager, the rebound for Uniontown. Uniontown down 8, 1:05 to play. Ellsworth a touch, back over to Grooms, comes near baseline, double team comes over. Kick out far side, Milsom another, got to have a 3, and they're not going to get it. Mikowski another rebound, trying to pull it forward there to Epps, and he gets fouled. Norwood's got a little surge as well across town tonight. They lead Laurel Highlands by 11 at 41-30. We have 54.8 left here. And Uniontown down 8 at 52-44. Uniontown off to a 14-0 start this season. The only undefeated WPIAL boys team coming into this game, and that's about to end tonight as Epps misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts. Red Raiders really need a miracle here, Steve, in the final minute.
They're giving us a chance by missing these free throws.
Epps 2nd of 2. This one rattles out again. It's a little life for Uniontown. McLee a touch. Up to Grooms. 50 seconds left. Notorious off to his right. Near side to Ellsworth. Good defense from Epps. Ellsworth repositions. 3 on the way again. In and out. Uniontown has gotten so many of those shots to drop so far this season. They have not got them to drop tonight as Ellsworth fouls Beatty. And again, we mentioned, Steve, you look at your scorebook right now, just one made three for Uniontown tonight. That was Grooms back in the opening quarter.
Yeah.
And now you have Beatty, again, back to the line. He's just 2 of 6 here in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. 40 seconds left, and Beatty rattles the first one home here. Gives him an even 10 for the game and increases the South Allegheny lead to 9 at 53-44. Beatty, second of 2 free throws. Good again. So 11 for Beatty, the lead at 10. With under 40 seconds left. Notorious Grooms up top, takes the 3. Off the mark. Little tipping down low. No good there from Milsom. Another battle underneath. Ball tied up. Jump ball called. We go to the arrow, and it favors South Allegheny. So the Red Raiders, 29.7 left, down 10.
I just heard Coach say no fouls.
Calling off the Dogs. As Epps brings it back through center. Hands off Mikowski. Repositions. Got blocked there as Milsom finds the loose ball. 20 seconds left. Milsom back across. He'll lean on the inside. Can't get it to go. Mikowski on the backside. Another rebound. Off to Epps. Epps back across. They'll dribble it out. And South Allegheny is going to pull one of the biggest upsets in the WPIL so far this season. Uniontown's 14-game winning streak will end to start the season. And the South Allegheny Gladiators, as the ball went out of bounds with .8 left, will knock off the Uniontown Red Raiders here at A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium tonight. Gladiators showing they're for real. We'll get a little trigger in here from Epps. And that'll do it. You have some folks making their way out, and they're just looking for room here for Epps to trigger it in, and that'll do it. Your final score, South Allegheny 54, Uniontown 44. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the True Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishes our student athletes a great winter sports season. Mayor Gerke would also like to wish Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski and the Uniontown Red Raiders basketball team the best of luck this year. As the mayor of Uniontown and proud graduate of Uniontown Area High School, Mayor Gerke is happy to see our student athletes working hard, both in the classroom and in their athletic events.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Your health health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
We're back here at Uniontown High School in our postgame show brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. Your final score, South Allegheny 54 and Uniontown 44. And Steve, unfortunately, the end of this game marred by a little fracas that took place in front of the South Allegheny locker room. In fact, looks like it possibly still could be going on.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's you don't know. We can't see what's going on. Too many people over there, but it looks like a regular bar brawl or something. Just does not look what you want high school sports to be. And
not a great example.
Some of our players were over there, wonder what they're doing over there by their locker room after the game. They came out of there. They had to be restricted by some of the coaches, and there's still people over there trying to clear out. But it was an ugly scene, and I'm sure we'll get some videos. Those people that video stuff, right? You'll see it. I'm sure something will be on the news.
You just hate to see that. Well-played game on both sides. It was physical. South Allegheny getting the win, and to see something like that take place after the game is very unfortunate.
And it really wasn't like a close. I mean, South Allegheny just beat us. I mean, there wasn't like, you can't say one call did them in or anything like that. They just outplayed the Raiders. If you play this game five more times, the Raiders might win all five of them. But tonight they beat us. And, you got to tip their cap to them. And but you hate to see. You don't know what happened. We can't speculate. But, students were over there jumping over the side. It was like a big brawl. And it was just not a good scene.
No.
Let's
take a look at our final scoring recap brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
Okay, for the Red Raiders tonight, Grooms finishes with 11 points, Winfrey with just 2. Haggard, no score for him at all tonight. McLee with 4, Milsom with 8, and Braxton led the way with 19. They scored 10 in the first, 10 in the second, 16 in the third, 8 in the fourth, 44 for the ball game. For the Gladiators, Mikowski finishes with 18 points, Beatty with 11, Cook with 8, Epps with 4, and Jakowski with 8. Pretty balanced scoring. They scored 15 in the first, 14 in the second, 10 in the third, 15 in the fourth for a 54-44 victory.
Again, we're back on Friday, another C.R. Piranha Group High School sports night. Steve and I will have the Uniontown game here against Albert Gallatin as the second half of the conference season gets underway. We'll also have coverage of Laurel Highlands and Elizabeth Forward on either the WBS Facebook or YouTube page. We'll be back with one final segment on the radio side. For folks on the video side, again, we'll see you on Friday night. Your final score here tonight, South Allegheny 54, Uniontown 44. Gladiators now 11-5. Uniontown dropping a 14-1, their first loss of the season. So back with one final segment on the radio right after this here on WBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and so long on Facebook Live.
Talk to him now.